late show with the greenbacks and the Cadillacs. You'll find me with the honeys and the VIPs. I'm Mr. Nice, come and roll the dice. The latest craze of the dance floor days is right here in my pocket. Oh, there are things that can give you wings, but I'll give you a rocket.
Come and try my Dixie biscuit.
Dixie biscuit.
Oh, you can lose, so why not risk it? Oh, yeah. Come and try my Dixie biscuit.
Dixie biscuit.
Oh, you can lose, so why not risk it? That's right.
Look out!
That's right.
When the lights are low, but you got the glow, let's do the hop until we drop. The feelings fly when you feel this high. Just standing room at the boogie saloon. No jelly beans on the mezzanine. Don't hit the pipe if you ain't right. So blow your wig if you really did. Let's lose control, let the good times roll. It's all around the sight and sound. I'll give you some assistance. Fun is free, get dizzy with me. Don't put up no resistance.
Come and try my Dixie biscuit.
Dixie biscuit.
Oh, you can lose, so why not risk it? Yeah. Come and try my Dixie biscuit.
Dixie biscuit.
Oh, you can lose, so why not risk it?
Look out!
Oh, yeah. Come on, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm sorry that the last cast that I did was unexpectedly my last cast of 2015, but as you know, this is the least competent stream on twitch.tv, and we just kind of take things as they go. By which I mean I have no established schedule or anything along these lines. But you asked for it, so more LA Noir. The reason why the music is cutting in and out is because I have no idea how to use any of my technology, and I need to get everything sorted out the proper way. So I hope you wonderful people had a great time on New Year's. I hope you got to do something interesting while still staying safe and friendly and not having too many regrets regarding your consciousness at the end of the evening. Can't say the same for all of my companions, but we do our best. What else to say? School starts soon. Monday, pretty much I'm back to the grind, which means my official TA assignment does not begin until the 11th, but it is going to involve classes, I believe. I can't remember exactly the time. It's like 6 to 7 or 5 to 7 or something like that. But basically I'm going to be tutorials for introductory micro at those times, which means that the long-standing Crusader Kings 2 stream on Fridays is going to be moved to another time, and I'm just trying to work out the best schedule, so I'll post that when I'm ready. But I think you guys have probably gotten used to the fact that I've been over-streaming on the holidays, and then when school's back in, I under-stream. So let me take a minute and say hello. We've got Bishna, Real Skeleton Killman, T. Clark, Jesse Quill, and my New Year's consisted of little more than playing a little bit of Saints Row 4. It's a good game though, so maybe one day in the future, after we finish Saints Row 3, I can convince a certain lovely New Yorker to co-president with me in Saints Row 4. But guys, let's start this stream off right, because it is 2016. And there's a very special lady here in the chat. We have got none other than Jessie Quill inside the channel. Owner of... So I tried to go on Team Panda, and I thought a couple of people had talked a little bit about the fact that they wanted to... I think about the fact that they wanted to do like these highlight reels of things that people thought were the best of that year, either like their highlights from their stream or their best games or something along these lines. And I thought maybe one thing that would be nice, even though of course in the new year we tend to look forward, to maybe go back and talk about some of the people inside Team Panda who had really standout moments. A good example of this would actually be when Clara was playing Alien Isolation and she got like a scare donation and like a death in the game and all of this stuff all happen at once, which just led to this extreme reaction, which I will never forget. But it will maybe not come as any kind of a surprise to you that among Twitch highlights for me, many of them were Jessie Quill. And in fact, it was very difficult to write it. I was writing it sort of under time pressure. But I mean, to talk about a highlight in terms of a stream, like I would kind of want to say the stream itself is a highlight, but then that kind of glosses over a lot of the contributions that she's made. So maybe one way that I can sort of express why 2015, for me, which really was sort of the year of Twitch, I did begin in 2014 for an Extra Life presentation, but really becoming involved with Team Panda, getting maybe on my feet as far as a caster, and actually being able to put on a show that people would want to watch as opposed to sort of finding my feet. That all really happened last year, and as I've said a couple of times, Jessie Quill is one of my stream moms and contributed a lot in terms of that growth, but the other half to Twitch is, of course, watching it as a viewer. She was very kind enough to invite me to become a mod, something that is something of a rare occurrence in her channel. She certainly has very high standards for her mods, and I think, with maybe the exception of that System Chalk fellow, she has a quality of mod that matches the kind of effort that she puts into her stream. But the really great thing about it was that the original version that I would write as a highlight would be this 12-part essay, which probably isn't that unfamiliar to her. But really, like, a lot of the stuff that I could point to that I think was really great, maybe would come down as things that maybe she doesn't recognize herself as great moments on the stream. For instance, she clearly loved playing Morrowind, but maybe didn't necessarily have the same kind of turnout that she would be used to playing a game like that. And then, I sometimes maybe think that I undersell to maybe refer to more recent activities, because that just sort of suggests that you don't actually remember the stuff that was done earlier on in the year. And so I think what I finally settled on was her Star Wars week, because that was actually such a really great opportunity. In some ways, I won't maybe compare it to Crime Week because she just does it so much better than me. But it was great because she got to play a really great, diverse set of games. And of course, another really wonderful thing about it, and something that maybe I would like to say validates this, this decision. Oh, that's so depressing to hear that 2015 was your year of getting involved in Twitch too, because I'm such a small fry compared to you now. But yeah, I'm sort of rambling on this, but so the big thing, Star Wars was really great because I got to see so many different games, ones that I'd played and ones that I hadn't played, from this perspective, and you could absolutely feel the genuine excitement that she was having while playing each of these games. But maybe what's a little bit more, I don't know, I guess a little bit more important to me was that I vindicated a little bit in these extended introductions for her stream. Because over the Christmas time, there was a donation train, and mostly along the lines of games. Now, I will admit, it sort of seemed like it was dying out at one point. Like, there'd been a couple of donations that were really good and had, gotten some attention. But I did have a game in mind that I wanted to donate. So I decided I'd throw that up kind of quickly, and sure enough, I mean, maybe other people were donating as well. I certainly don't want to lay claim to things that are not mine to claim, but definitely there were a lot of other games that came in. I won't give you the number, but suffice to say that she's got some material for streaming. And I think this is a really important thing to point out. This is a platform that is free. A lot of us do this for fun. some people do have aspirations to do this for a career. But there's a tremendous vote of confidence that people make when they do a donation to the stream, either through a game or through cash. It's something that's never required, often not solicited. And I think especially in the hands of a streamer like Jessie Quill, that is really something that, again, has a larger effect because she puts so much added value into her cast. Like, her personality and her ability to seemingly stream any game and get something great out of it sort of turns it, can turn even like a bad game into some absolute gold. But in addition to that, to just see just this outpouring of love and support that she has. And at the end of the year, I mean, keep in mind that Christmas is a time when people are usually quite cash-strapped, right? They don't necessarily want to be putting any extra costs on, people who are ultimately strangers in many ways. Although, of course, that's not to say I don't value all of you individually and that I haven't, made some level of connection with you over the stream. But of course, it is a very different kind of relationship with a streamer. It's not the same as a traditional friend or family member, the sort of person that you would give gifts for. And so, in that sense, if you didn't have enough already, just in terms of seeing the stream itself and seeing the constant effort that she puts in and the consistency with which she streams in terms of the high quality, to just kind of close off that year with this outpouring of support in terms of saying that, I think you're gonna enjoy this game, and I think you're gonna do very well streaming with it. And to see so many people do that with so many different games, and really good ones. I mean, games that personally I really want to play myself. It's fantastic. I mean, if you need a signal from other people in terms of why this is a very high quality caster and somebody who I don't think I'm ever going to run out of being able to say nice things about, that's Jessie Quill. And of course, if that wasn't enough, one wonderful feature of 2015 was getting a chance to know her better. And this is a person who is much deeper than I think any Twitch channel can ever really communicate. And I say that with a tremendous amount of confidence and pride, just simply because she has a great depth to her channel herself. Her ability to talk about important issues while still keeping the gameplay going and keeping it light and making sure that everybody's having fun is something that can't be underestimated. And so, in that sense, to find out that that person, on top of her ability to put on a good show, has even more as a person, means that you've run into somebody who's very special. And so, 2015 was a wonderful opportunity to find a wonderful friend, and I'm looking forward to see what 2016 holds in terms of our introductions. I didn't even get into the PSAs that you were doing for cons, but hopefully that's paid the piper. I hope you got a little mild boost to your ego and a spring in your step. I guess the only final step, of course, is to move it a little bit closer and say, Jessie Quill, a very happy 2016 to you. I'm glad to hear that your New Year's went so well, and looking forward to having you go in close to the mic one day and give a very special hello to one of your mods. Let's play some LA Noire, folks.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch.
I love this guy.
Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a cheer. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing.
We're off Bukowski, guys.
The first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Yeah, that was a very different cutscene for this game. Like, I've never really seen somebody take a tire iron and, like, just beat the hell out of a jar of strawberry preserves. Usually there's a little more context. Red lipstick murder, death by red lipstick, which we all know is the deadliest of the lipsticks. Well,
Do you have the address?
no, I was going to make a terrible killer joke, but...
It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
You're a real asshole. You know that?
Who's a real asshole? You talking to me?
I'm not gonna
Alright,
ask.
folks, so for those of you unfamiliar with my LA Noire streams, I suck at this game.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
You would, huh? Well, we'll see how it goes. Actually, I'm walking. Screw you. I'm rocking the wrong way, though. Ah! This is... Let's try and get some insurance money, folks. Okay. Gotta wait for the light. Wait for the light, wait for the light, wait for the light. Oh, too late. I'm anticipating too much.
He wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
He wants a 5-star wedding. I didn't know this game was so progressive. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get run over for the insurance money here, guys. I'll try it one more time, because they're gonna be turning right. Damn it. Yeah, I'm useless at this. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for that host, Jesse Quill. There's the sound. Yeah, I'm useless at this. Let me try and find out what tab I put Jesse Quill in so I don't have to hear myself anymore. It's terrible. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for that host, Jesse Quill. There's the sound. Shut up, Chalk. Okay. Where'd I leave my car?
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
So as I was saying, I'm useless at this game. I crash my car a whole lot, and I can't answer any of the problems.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is...
Oh, but more importantly, we get to do my favorite thing here, which is kill people.
Does that
So,
leave you, Galloway?
onward
Leaves me
and
sad
upward.
with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf. The Hammer came up with the Black Dahlia.
Any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
I don't think this has anything to do with it.
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be this...
Any Central Unit, car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8 and Church Unit, handle code 2 identified.
11K, go ahead.
Out of the way!
816 Adam, possible jumper at 8th and Hope, First Methodist Church, code 2.
Possible jumper? No, I'm way more concerned
11K,
about
Roger.
this guy. Alright, so let's see who we can... Oh, no, it is a possible jumper. So do we get to shoot this guy before he goes down?
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff.
The psychology
alley and
stuff.
find a way
Is
out.
that the official name for that? I know, Jesse Quill, you've got a major in psychology stuff.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
I will. Wait. What?
He's using that psychology stuff on him.
Think can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
Come on, then. No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked them up with a sponge.
Do it, you pussy.
This what you wanted?
I can't do it.
Do it.
I just...
You're a ginger. Man, I want to kill
Quietly,
myself
just-
too.
I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
So was this side mission entirely go to the top of this building? Whew. I feel accomplished. Apologies to... That totally wasn't my fault. I'm the roof via drain pipe. How thoroughly modern. Stairs are so 1946. So yeah, I guess we need to find out who was beating the hell out of a lady with a tire iron. Which, gentlemen, if you didn't know, is not the done thing. What you need to do is you need to ask a lady's permission, and you need to come up with the kind of word that you wouldn't normally say in some sort of intimate activity, something like system chalk. And once you've established firm ground rules, then you can engage in that sort of thing. But the problem with that was absolutely none of those rules were being followed. And so we're gonna go and we're gonna find out what the hell happened.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive.
Oh, no, but we're gonna bust some caps in people's asses first.
Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Maniac. I won't tell you I'm insured, sir. I'm a robot renegade cop who's cutting all the right corners. Or maybe I said all the wrong corners. Nope, I don't even cut right and wrong corners. I cut all the corners. Because that's what... I'm a loose cannon. Bukowski isn't here to rein me in anymore. Also, I'm not sure if this music cue is entirely appropriate. It sort of feels like it's just been looping. Not that, ye old music like this is bad, it's just, sort of meandering a little bit. Much like my commentary. So while I'm on my way to commit, well, I guess it's not murder if the police do it. Well, I'm here to engage in questionable police practices. What did you all do for New Year's? I got an achievement, Leadfoot. I kind of want to find out what that is. But we've got priorities. So the question is, do I lose my hat or not?
Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
That cop looks like he's 19.
Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Move it inside. We've got to clear out the bottom floor. Come on, make a push to the building.
Man, this is like when I was in Nam. This cover's too good for me, stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Bam! Apparently I cannot tank a Tommy gun. No way I keep my hat. You'll eat yours if I can. Well, you know, I didn't really lose it until I was in the death animation, so... I'm making you laugh constantly? That's good to hear, Skeleton Kill, man. If you're here for like a serious stream with serious players, I've failed. This is a stream for scum. I am a clown. In fact, I go to my parents. Hey, Rune Brother, great to see you again. I go to my parents every single time, or parent, every single time I finish a stream. And I say, I am using my given surname, and I'm playing video games, and I'm making the worst jokes ever. Your son is in fact a clown, and he is dragging the family name down with him. And there's nothing you can do about that. And how does that make you feel? And they feel about as disappointed as that young lady at the New Year's party after, well, I'll keep it. Oh, damn it! I lost my hat. That's what happens when you take my hat. I'm usually serious, but you like Nuts Chalk better. So you did, Vishna. Let's see if we have any more luck on floor 2. And you know what? I am not even taking the Tommy gun. I am still... Holy crap, that's like Wolverine... Okay, no,
the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here.
It's real...
Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Brave of... I don't even know who the hell you are. You're that unimportant to me. Parks? Yeah. Alright, let's see if in the basement I'm able to keep my hat. As Wedgie pointed out, terminated.
That leaves you, pal.
Oh, damn it! Come on. No, I like my hat. Alright, I'll just show off my stylish haircut then. I am really clever, asshole.
You and me, you can't live to tell the tale. I got you down, motherfucker.
Do you? Well, in fairness, I wasn't expecting you to come from out there. I need to think very hard. I mean, look at this look of concentration he has.
That's it. That's all of them.
That is normally how you do police work, right? You always, like, go for headshots?
Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
See, I like the idea of just saying is like, this is Cole, it's like, I'll call the coroner. Bank of America. Man, those mortgage rates were murder. I'm so sorry, guys. Alright. on our way to, like, doing the serious detective work. What do you mean you don't think so? They all play like Call of Duty or something, right? Oh god, I know what I was doing wrong. The way you do real police work is to jump up in the air, rotate 360 degrees, and then get the headshot. Obviously without scope or iron sights. I mean, come on, guys. But that is for serious streams with serious streamers. And this is the clown hour. Clown 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. However the hell long I wind up streaming this game. By the way, I have been considering the next game I'll be playing on stream. I don't even really get to decide what the next game is because I know the community manager at EXP is going to scream at me if I don't actually fulfill a commitment to play a certain, not even game, but series, which I think you guys are really going to enjoy. Oh, we get to commit more murders. But on top of that, so for those of you who got a chance to stop by in the wee hours of last morning, I tried out a game called Prismata, one of the strategy games that I've been interested in over this holiday. And I've got a couple of ones. I've actually got one with RNG that could best be described as bovine excrement. So I have a feeling that I'm going to give rise to a couple of new memes for this site. Well, for this, not this site, but for this, this channel. Just because of the absolute nonsense that that game does. Mom, the uptime command is something that normal human beings on Twitch who care deeply about professionalism would do, but unfortunately I don't have an uptime command unless that's built in with Nightbot. Suffice to say, I've probably been streaming longer than I have been playing, and I have no idea what I'm doing on this this game. But welcome anyway. This will probably be a great example of how not to play LA Noire. I hope you enjoy yourself. You know what? That person deserved whatever happened to him. Been a while since the Crusader Kings 2 stream?
11K.
I mean,
on the help call.
I know yesterday was supposed to be one, or not yesterday. New Year's Day was supposed to be one, but 12 hours?
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
They increased the matching rate for every pension headshot. For your pension for every headshot you got. Oh, BTDB.
Cop killers are the worst kind of stuff.
Well, thank God I'm a detective. Oh. Oh wait, that's my partner, never mind. Okay, let's see if we can keep the hat. I like this hat. Foiled again. But yeah, actually, you make a good point, Bishna. I think between the holidays and that, my normal Crusader Kings 2 time has been unfairly stepped on, and I really need to get back into that, because I know that's sort of one thing that everybody really wants and likes, and I have been looking forward to getting back to it. I also have... I kept my hat. I've also been meaning to go back to Europa Universalis, and I finished my first game of Victoria 2. I actually took Japan from, like, the... I guess not quite feudal age, but it was like a 79th to basically a world power on a more or less blind playthrough of it. So Victoria's a really interesting game, but it definitely sort of reflects the old way of Paradox doing their games. So
The cop from the newspaper.
yes, I am the cop from the newspapers. Probably with, like, his hat covering his head while they have some terrible allegations. Alright, on to the real crime scene. Welcome back, Jesse Quill. We had some very important discussions here about consent and the kinds of things that people are allowed to do to each other in that introduction after you say the right safe word. And guys, what safe word did we decide on? Something that you would never shout out in an intimate situation. Just ask Jesse about the psychology stuff now. Yes, you also missed the jumper. No, that's fine, Jesse Quill, because we worked out a collective safe word for this channel, so it's all good. Yes, please, System Chalk. That is indeed. Well, I mean, it was just System Chalk that we decided on that would never be shouted out in an intimate situation, but that's close enough. Yeah. So I'm glad we're of the exact same mind on this one. Thank you for anticipating my joke again. Do we get to kill people again? Okay, this will be the last time I kill people before we actually continue on the red lipstick killer. But see, the real joke about that one is that I would never even be in a situation where somebody needs to say, yes, please, System Chalk. Last I checked, magazines don't actually talk back. But on occasion, I will do like a special recording for myself. And, you know, I'll kind of start off like, I'll start off a little bit coy, so like I put it into the plastic cover that's like all dark because they don't want like kids to actually see what men and women look like. And then like I kind of peek it up and then like, no, 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 no. And then I'm like, yes, 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 yes. And there's no, 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 no. And then, you know, we just let things happen naturally the way that they do. But again, for the audio experience, I sometimes have to pre-record lines just to spice things up every once in a while. So yes, please, System Chalk will be one of those lines for the especially racy stuff. It's 1946, Bishna. Sick air, dude. Isn't there some kind of an achievement for that? Actually, I believe this year, speaking of dirty magazines, I think this is the year that Playboy's gonna stop nudes, isn't it?
Okay, go ahead.
So, you know, all those people who read it for the articles should be happy.
You're crazy.
Oh, we gotta shoot this guy.
Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Whoa, sir.
Hello,
I think you ought to
Kuid.
calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Because you're pointing a gun at a lady. You know what? That guy, like, we've seen him 2 or 3 times. He's probably expendable.
Officer down! Watch it! Give it up, old man!
That's ageist. Aha! I got his hat.
Car 11K.
All right. So how do I pronounce it? Is it Kuid? C-O-U-I-D?
Suspect is down.
Mob Lord? This is Mob Lord's secret account, isn't it? Did some of you know that I have a secret account? I think there's 2. If he lost his hat, he was clearly an undercover cop. Detective Cole makes does not distinguish between friend and foe. I'm putting my siren on as a public service. At this point, I kind of figure that everybody should know, especially if I'm changing vehicles, I think everybody should have fair warning that Detective Cole is driving. The safest place is, in fact, the air. Smob Lord can confirm. How's it going, Wolfie? That is, like, way too many badges. I did say earlier, with all due respect to the existing viewers, that this is a place for scum. I am unaccustomed to having... Ah! I meant to do that. I'm unaccustomed to having people who have authority and power here. So welcome. Please don't squash me. And enjoy the least enlightening cast of LA Noire. Or, as we like to call it, La Noire, Rockstar's French game The Black. Still not sure why they called it that. And as much as I would love an opportunity to kill people, we really should try and at least pretend to solve the red lipstick murder. So we'll just play chicken with a couple of civilians. Maniacs. Enjoying it so far? That's absolutely fantastic, Burn.
Whoa, if someone reports this...
You were very clearly stoned, sir. Whoa! Can we contaminate the crime scene? No, we can't. Alright, let's just catch up with chat. So, we've got Twitch staff, well, Twitch admin, I'm not quite sure what that means anymore. But he knows the Brotato emote, so this is good. Better use chat differently.
Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Good, thank you very much for the follow.
Sister, how about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
I'm glad you like the follow notification. Whoa! I should probably turn the mature filter on. I had no idea that was in this game, so if you are under 18, fuck off. Sorry guys, 1 second here. Yeah, I really wish I knew, I really wish I knew that was in the game, so... Oh, great, and now everybody's following, so I'm so glad, I'm so glad, yeah, if you are under 18, please, please forget what just happened. Where the hell is the mature filter? I mean, this is an insanely immature stream. Ah, there we go. Maybe I should just constantly leave that on. There were in fact boobs, or so I'm told. I mean, I really haven't. I'm not in a position really to say for sure. I've heard stories, and that kind of lines up with these legends that I've been told. But perhaps somebody else in chat can confirm that this in fact what's going on. So yes, mature stream. We're gonna talk about mature topics like boobs. Oh God, guys, thank you so much. Let me just before I get back to the grisly murder, which I feel terrible being very late about. I would like to thank COUID, Immelman Burn, J0106, and Krovek for following. I would also like to thank Yip for following, because apparently at some point he said that, oh yeah, I can also like properly swear now, that enough bullshit, and quit himself. So, but he came back, so welcome back, Yip. You can open your eyes when the stream is done. Good.
I would never want
Oh, Wolfie, thank you so much for that follow. I guess I can't say that the stream is for scum anymore now that you're in that follower list. What a way to start 2016, guys. Thank you so much. I haven't actually done anything inside the game, but this channel has been seized by the Twitch police. I mean, if they behave like me, I'm I'm pretty safe. Remind you not to look when somebody says, "Whoa!" It's a half a boob once. So does that just mean that they were like wearing a dress with sufficient side boob? It's the other half. Just 13. You don't care. Jesse Cole is 12, and what is this? Meme, please, no Bannerino. I can't even joke ban you. I'd actually feel sufficient. I would feel so terrible for joke banning you that I would probably write you like apologies for the next 3 weeks.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a
Got some good
working
headshots, so cheers.
Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the morgues.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them
That
vulture
body looks
reporters so
disturbed
clear to
already.
work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Alright. Looks like strawberry, maybe raspberry jam. Probably a waltz occurred. They then took the jam jar, moved it forward. Oh, but then they waltzed backwards, like this. Oh, nope, game doesn't let me waltz backwards. So, they went, I think it's 3/4 time that the waltz is done in. And then, I guess, like, to finish off, so you can see that the dance moves kind of, like, went around like this. And they kind of went around like this, you know, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And to, like, really impress her, because it was New Year's, he did, like, this power slide at the end. And that was it. The mating ritual is complete. And that, my friends, is how you get a lady. And clearly, because it says there's a clue, my reading of the situation is 100%.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
It's not trampling on evidence, T. Clark. I'm doing a recreation of the scene. It's very important. I need to method act the potential actions of the murderer so I can properly understand them. Which means that, you know, if I get this guy to stand in for the unfortunate lady, I can whack the hell out of him with a tire iron, and it will maybe not solve the case, but it'll definitely help my frustrations. Mostly brought on by the fact that I didn't do one of them killing missions on my way here. I had to, like, save some ginger from his suicidal thoughts, and that was a bit disappointing.
Looks like
All right.
some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
The only puzzle is why I just can't click the left button. There we go. Oh damn, I gotta solve it. I wonder if this is a globe or something. So, Indonesia is part of South America, right? Alright, so this is the America that's not, like, real America. What the hell am I saying? That's Africa. You idiot. Okay, this is the part of America that's, like, not America. Damn it. Oh, this is so frustrating. Can I do this with, like, keys? Nope, I have to do this with the mouse, of course. Okay, so fake America goes over here. Real America goes over here. And, of course, America's... Hey! We did it, Reddit!
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Seems suspicious. But we're gonna let this fire burn, burn, burn. I am not singing Ellie Goulding any further. I feel so smart after doing that puzzle. I don't believe there are many people on Twitch who understand how a globe works. So, you saw it here first, folks. That, in fact, may be the first time that puzzle has ever been solved. I believe this is a mirror without glass and bristles.
The victim's bag?
Not Michael Kors, don't care.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Oh, it's the red lipstick murder. And this is red, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be lipstick in this bag. Alright, what other private belongings can we... Hang on, we had so much other stuff we could get in there. There could have been money, there could have been private photos. I mean, what if she kept her iPhone in there? See a Snapchat or two. We could send a Snapchat or two, huh? That'll surprise him. They were dancing the Bumba. I don't know what the Bumbat is. If anybody... Globe is wrong, flat earth. Alright. I guess it's time to show you the goods.
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Well, that doesn't help me, coroner. You know what assuming does? Makes an ass out of you and some guy called Ming.
Interesting.
Don't just say interesting to something like that. Give me some evidence. Fuck you, BD. So I'm assuming Black Dahlia did something pretty awful to get that. And sorry, I do want to
caused the blunt force injury to the face.
be over with this as quickly as I
Could be
can.
anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
I'm hearing excuses here, my friend. This doesn't work. I'll try and be prompt with this. Normally I like to play with the corpses, but I also actually want to, you know, try and solve the case. So, all right. So I'm beginning to think that it was neither strawberry nor raspberry jam. I don't think there's anything else I can do here.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, Black Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst on a case like this.
By the way, the Black Dahlia reference I was making was actually Black Dahlia on Team Panda, not not the real Black Dahlia. God forbid I... Why was this detective wasting my time? Twitch is an unchristian site now. Why do you say that? I've got a good sufficient set of guilt in me for looking at that naked body. I sort of feel a moral compulsion to bring the killer to justice, and I feel like you're a bunch of sinners for watching me do this. So, Chalk doesn't like playing with corpses, has no problem creating corpses, though. He's in the wrong business. Yeah. T. Clark knows me well enough at this point. Also, I will say that gloves have been invented but are highly overrated. This is not my vehicle. This guy is a lot harder to ditch than Bukowski. Well played. I can't even remember this guy's name. Alright, the game is saving, which means it doesn't trust me to handle it, or handle the next upcoming moments, which I think is actually a very fair assumption.
The werewolf?
I just wish they were a little more
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
subtle about it. I hope any trains don't
Big
come.
head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence from BD case for 6 months and got nicked.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a known corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. For some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. You would have found me.
KGPL 20 Central Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun.
Oh, man with a gun is gonna get so many holes put in him. So this is actually kind of interesting. The introduction sort of alluded to the case that you couldn't solve before. Well, it didn't allude to it. It said it outright. So I'm wondering if this is supposed to be the case that starts to break Cole. Definitely the tone is entirely different. So, you know, we had 6 months later, we had just this completely uninformative and really brutal opening cutscene. And this is obviously a lot different from any of the other cases we've had to deal with. Of course, my methods remain the same. But I'm kind of interested to see if this maybe takes a different turn in this game here. We'd also, I mean, it could also be that they're setting the tone because we did have sort of a big reveal in terms of corruption on the police force. So it could be that this takes a couple more turns.
This is car 11K. Go ahead.
11K. Citizen reports a man with a gun on Grant between 4th and 5th Streets. Suspect described as Hispanic, 5'6".
Please, you gotta call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going.
Second, did the shooter get hit, or did the gentleman protecting your stand get hit? Oh, it's a car chase. Well, I really hope I get to shoot this guy. Oh, I get to shoot too? Nope, he gets to shoot.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Damn it, police!
You come any closer?
This guy isn't Hispanic.
Put the weapon down now.
They're the same though, right? Alright. I guess my string of headshots is in question now. But honestly, you gotta break a few omelets to make eggs, right? So, it's okay. I'm like a decorated war hero. I saved so many Americans during my time in Vietnam.
Please, you gotta call for help.
That,
he doesn't look real
you know,
good.
the occasional civilian. Man, I mean,
Held up my stand.
I
This guy
remember
tried to help and
back
got a
in
bullet for his
Vietnam when we were
He got hit and
firebombing
hightailed it through the
Dresden.
parking lot. Get going.
You know, we were okay with the civilian stuff, right? Like, these things happen. Shoot the feet. You gotta keep the feet intact for the people. You know, the coroner might have a thing for feet, right? So it's kind of important to remember the coroner's preferences. Well, that was less efficient than last time. I don't even know where the hell I'm supposed to be going now. Yeah, good riddance. You think, Burn?
KGPL 20 Central Unit. The citizen reports a man with a gun on Grand.
Alright, third time's a charm.
Any Central Unit identified.
Please, you gotta call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going.
All right, so we hit this guy a few times, and then we bust caps and asses. We run over a hot dog stand.
You gotta get me closer.
Oh yeah, I can't go that way. Fourth time's the charm. Hey, we're at 555 viewers. We're not gonna see something like that again until 5,555. So if you could call 5,000 of your best friends who have low standards for Twitch channels, we can celebrate this milestone again. You love the drive safely signs all over the city. I think they increase the number of times that I hit people. I want to believe that this is true. In fact, I want to believe that these drive safely signs are specifically there to remind Detective Cole that rather than, like, reprimand him for his driving, they in fact just put up reminders. Okay, so, step one, whack the hell out of this guy. BAM! Okay, that was the wall, but that was a test round, so we're all good. We're gonna catch up. We will skip the hot dog stand this time, because I've eaten enough. We've been there 4 times. Oh, but this time we're gonna be clever. And we're actually gonna drive. It's actually really nice of the suspects to be waiting. Oh, but they didn't wait long enough, so I'm gonna turn around next time. $555 viewers, or 555. Did I say something different? Anyways. Oh, viewers. Yeah, sorry, followers. But yeah, if you could get 5,000 of your closest friends with low standards, in my case, all of my friends, by definition, have low standards. It's great for me, but I understand that most of you people are people of respect and consideration. So if you can get your, like, I guess the best thing I could say is, like, somebody who, you know, you'd feel bad, like, not replying to on Facebook a lot of times, but, like, maybe somebody who you wouldn't actually go out for drinks for unless you were, like, caught. So, I guess I'm thinking like one of those people would probably be a good viewer for this stream. Like, no, like, I guess what I'm saying here is, like, if you were to, like, be going on a first date and, like, she kind of turned out, or he kind of turned out to be kind of annoying, you would direct them to this stream, and either it would show that they're really dedicated to you and you would, like, reconsider them, or alternatively, see, that was just to clear out the glass. That wasn't even a mistake. But yeah, like, the kind of person who it's like, you know, I'll keep them around, but, like, it's not too big of a deal if they go away. That is the sort of friend who you want to, took 2 shots, but whatever.
I'll hold up here, Phil.
See, he doesn't have a hat. That's why he can't go up. Aww. Oh yeah, that was a headshot. Never mind. I have very few friends, and you can guarantee that they have low standards. There's really no other explanation for why they're my friend. Yeah, exactly. I'm in the same boat. Win for the people don't know what they are missing. You are great, not good, not good driver, but great. And that's me IRL. I think that's like 90% of Twitch. This is supposed to be about my neuroses, guys. You're supposed to be like my sane. You're supposed to be like my sane rock that makes me pretend that, like, normal people get along with me. So long, sucker! Why would I talk to somebody annoying and want them to be here in your life? Masochism, Runebroder. I'm not happy till you're not happy. See, The other problem with him over Bukowski is this guy's clearly missed leg day. Bukowski would have, like, shown up to the crime scene before me. And yet I know this guy's gonna be mad that I left him, but he's gonna get there after me, even though I'm taking the scenic route. Skeleton Killman doesn't have friends. Enablers that Enablers is a good one. You have Twitch and Hitbox, you don't need friends anymore. Oh yeah, that's actually something I'm gonna do. I ran into WTFosaurus over the break. Over New Year's, and he talked to me about again, just clearing out the glass, making sure the bumper works. And he this is a weird place for a club. Maybe it's a speakeasy. He showed me a resource that allows me to stream, like, simultaneously over a couple of different forms. Alright, I need you to be not there.
Shit!
No need to apologize, Rune Brother. Endors, great to see you again. How you doing? Alright, time to put on my serious face.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps
The name of the
Galloway,
murderer.
LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
This guy is a better...
Yes.
The barman is a better detective than I am.
Know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Quiet
Yes,
away,
the name of the
fellas.
werewolf.
I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
3 Fingers, my partner, is the killer.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is...
House officer.
Was
Garrett, brought me another.
a lovely woman.
Alright. McCall. Blue eyes. Gray hair. Gentlemen, sorry, sir. I'm having a little difficulty discerning your sex. Could you please drop your pants? We're not even close to done.
If you're
Drop your
waiting for
pants
a
and grab
free
your
drink,
ankles.
It ain't coming.
But I will be in a minute. 52? When's the last time you had pizza at McDonald's?
So? We done?
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Was this man named the werewolf? Man, I love how that face shifts instantly. See, I always hate this one because I always get it wrong, so... a few gentlemen became very enamored with his stories, one guy in particular, and it's like... There's not a lot of the content in that I can say I don't believe. A lie would be especially difficult here. Ah, he seems a trustworthy fellow.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11.
If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
I like you, sir. You told the truth, so I didn't need to work. Yeah, so believe it or not, there was actually pizza at McDonald's at one point. So here's what you do, right? In the age of Google, you have it's hard to do proper trivia games, right? Because, you just go to some website and you find out whatever you need to know. You find out that Guernica was part of the Second Iraq War, and you learn that Thermopylae was the incident in which the Navy SEALs stormed a compound and shot bin Laden. And basically, you just go online and you find whatever you want.
Free drink, it ain't coming.
Didn't I ask you to drop your pants, sir? So you need to.
We done?
You need to come up with questions that are ungoogleable but have definitive answers. So things like what's the best chocolate or what religion is right and things like that. Similarly with IDs, right? There's this game that people will play. It's like, oh yeah, this is obviously a fake ID, but for whatever bizarre protocol reason, I'm not allowed to accuse you of it. So you can ask questions like, when's the last time you had pizza at McDonald's? And that'll actually identify whether or not somebody is of age. I never had a pizza at McDonald's, by the way, but I know they had pizza at one point. And I'm sure probably like 20 years from now, somebody's going to be able to say something like, when's the last time you had a salad at McDonald's or something like that. Anyways.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long
Sir,
time?
she's only 110 pounds.
Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think the face capture is trying to tell me something. He probably needs to go to the bathroom.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay, I bought it years
I haven't
ago.
even had breakfast at McDonald's
Carried
for a
torch
while,
for
Endors.
Celine in those days. Yes, I always have. Your old man never knew about it.
You forgot which comedian it was, but there was a pretty great joke about McDonald's that don't participate in any McDonald's promotions.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps.
I was in the
He met
Corps.
Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
I want facts, not opinions. So, I mean, the swallow is a big one, but this looks a little bit similar to, So I don't think there's anything in evidence that I can use for this. I mean, again, like... Again, I always have to go on the content of what was said. Bought it for her years ago. Carried the torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it. You know the husband? Sure, I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit. Do you think he killed his wife? No, not in my opinion. So he could be hiding something about the relationship, but I don't quite see why. I mean, but again, like you have these little like glances down and stuff like that. Let's risk it.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will you?
Ah, screw you.
I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But
yeah, I blew it though,
refused.
Skeleton Kill Man.
She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Oh, hey,
Thank
3
you,
for
Mr.
3.
Cole. You've been a big
Fuck
help.
you, game.
One more
I'm
thing.
awesome.
Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Hey, honey, what time did you get off?
See, that guy was helpful, but let's face it. If Snapchat is any indication, especially my Snapchat, guys will always take an opportunity to show off their assets. The fact that he didn't, when I asked to confirm his status as male, I think I may have been talking to a woman.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Where's that goddamn place?
Radio reminds you to immunize your child today, only with your help and eternal vigil.
Immunize my child? This is LA. We don't do that. We do the whole anti-vax thing. Displaced anger, the husband putting up with a load, passing judgment while deflecting responsibility.
Instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll...
Rusty, like my police work.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Yes, and tell me what the KGPL is. And actually, Rune Brother, I really don't care. I mean, I was gonna say, in case you haven't noticed, this is not exactly the most serious playthrough of LA Noire you're ever gonna run into. So yeah, I don't mind if it's not particularly relevant to chat. I mean, if it's too arcane, I may not follow and not be able to commentate on it. But and Immelman Byrne is actually doing a good job of actually like really doing the game. So I think at this point I'm just gonna, whenever I get stuck, which is always, I get to kill somebody. Oh, well, I can actually go around. But yeah, so if ever I get stuck again, I can read his words, and then when I decide to do something different from what he says, well, I mean, not necessarily says, but implies or answers or however this works, I can try blaming him. KGPL is LAPD's police dispatch in LA Noire. Dispatch is responsible for relaying messages to police car radios such as emergency calls, announcements, and general communication between department and officers in the field. Kowski, did that rash clean up yet? That kind of stuff. Can talk about Rusty's catastrophic erectile dysfunction over KGPL as well. It's probably the 3 fingers of rye that did it, to be totally honest. He'd probably be okay. Listen, you know we are going to put these guys in the ground. Just relax.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Sir, I just want to assure you that
Drop the weapon,
I am killing
hands
you.
behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you!
This is not racially motivated in any way. This is just how I let off some steam.
Give it up, LAPD.
Also, sir, may I commend you on not skipping leg day.
Don't make me chase you.
Did a search. Apparently last January there were 2 whole McDonald's locations that still sold pizza. I didn't even know they were allowed to do that. Alright, I think I can jump? Yes. Alright, sir. You've got a little red dot on the minimap. Oh, there you are. Okay, you took the hat. I like this hat. No, hang on. Hold your horses. Let me get the hat. You're not going to let me get the hat, are you? Man, that's 2 misses I've had on this guy. There we go. Alright, have a great night, Skeleton Killman. Need a $1,000 ticket to Ohio. You want to hunt this place down and see if they still have pizza. It's new life
Advise all
goal.
units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Real Skeleton Killman, if it helps you, most of the women who I've gotten to know also tend to get a headache around me. Usually something precedes that, but it's something, a very common excuse that I hear. So I hope you have a good one, and like the case of these young women, that it clears up pretty much as soon as I leave. I have my fedora back on.
Oh!
There we go. See, it's more aerodynamic now. All that glass out of the way. You know, the other thing about Rusty is that he doesn't talk as much as Bukowski, so I don't get to have these little tete-a-tetes about how the case is going. So I ask you, chat, what do you think about this case?
All units in the vicinity in any Century unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street.
We are gonna kill the crap out of this guy. I'm going to assume that code 3 is just the number of shots that it takes to take this guy down. But we're gonna turn it into a code 1 because we are a massive badass who got the silver star in Nam. Lipstick is red. Oh damn, Woodfor, I don't actually think I have that in my casebook yet. Getting the glass out of the... Screw you. Ah, it's a woman driver, see? That's the...
Could we try not killing the people that pay our salaries?
Let me see. Getting glass out of the way seems to make sense. 40 cars more safe, though. It seems pretty open and close to me. It happened in the snake hole, you see. Put Burt Macklin on it. And Runebroder has no idea about the case because we've been spending all the time killing the crap out of people. So that is also understandable. Here's a fun bit of trivia for you. So, when I worked in camera, we would usually have some kind of radio contact. Oh, hang on. I'll tell the story. Well, I'll see when I can tell the story. Maybe this mission will be okay for just shooting the crap out of people. He has a lisp.
Hey, look,
How
we're
intimidating
sorry.
could it be?
Just quit shooting. The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Wait a minute. Oh. Okay. Good find, Rusty.
Damn it, they went down there.
Yeah, I know. Going down ladders is tough. Okay, that's one on our code 3.
Throw out the guns.
Oh, there you are. Oh, damn. Victim's head pre-mortem.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 is shots fired 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3, identify. All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 is
Yeah,
shots fired.
I'm surprised that the criminal got headshots. I'm like, oh, I have to take them seriously. All right.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Now we are going to shoot the crap out of the bad guys, and we will not lose our fedora. And we're going to, you know, not die. The not dying is kind of optional. $30 for a suit? Madness. Aha. They gave me the slip. Terminated. Maybe the perp was in Nam too? Maybe. How do you teleport to the other side of the building? I didn't think teleport and technology was invented until the mid-2300s.
South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here,
The service station guy is somebody who's been pushed too many times that he decided to shoot wildly into the street in response to an armed robbery.
11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's Garage, code 4.
Only 23 more of these things to do. Rusty is definitely better than Bukowski in terms of getting into the car on time. I think it's because he really actually finds the threat of having to walk to the scene credible. So he's a little more prompt, stays closer to the car, does less work. But the problem with Rusty is that, you know, damn it, Rusty is not quite the same as damn it, Bukowski. He definitely does not have the you are a genuine... I love having the mature language filter on, by the way. The you are a genuine fuck-up kind of name. Like, Bukowski is just one of those things that you can hear a desk sergeant yell, and, like, you know that that guy has probably, like, really done, like, some amateur hour kind of mistake. Like, the sort of stuff I do all the time. I can remember having my Italian thesis advisor talk to me about visualizing data on my paper, and I get to hear, "That's the rookie mistake!" And I knew I had pulled a Bukowski. I didn't even know who Bukowski was, but I had pulled a Bukowski. So, it's actually really important. If you have the wrong name, you're never gonna get anywhere. Yeah, shockingly, this game... You know, I think this game is actually rocking experience just because it's taking pity on me, and it's trying to say, dude, use some of your intuition points. You, like... I'm worried you may be autistic, and so I'm gonna help you out. Yeah, it does end doors. That's what makes me scared, that no matter how much education I get, I'm still gonna wind up... I'm still just gonna wind up, you know, at some fast food joint, failing to properly flip the burger at 30 seconds.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
I don't try the back door till at least the third date.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Jimmy? I'm pretty sure smashing the hell out of a window is not jimmying it. Unless Jimmy is a guy known for, like, dropping glasses all over the place. So you ignore headaches. Oh man, please don't make me remember things that I've said like 30 minutes ago, otherwise I'm gonna have to get out my black casebook and actually find out. Yes, I guess I do ignore the headaches. Also, Mikowski was the guy in Green Guy in Monsters, Inc. So the Billy Crystal character. But with my education, you can explain the economics behind my failed flipping and the response on revenue. Yes, I can tell you the own price elasticity of a burnt hamburger. Curiously enough, as the percentage of burn increases, I guess it's not own price if it's, but the elasticity of hamburger to burn, the percent change in burnt hamburger, also known as burnination. Hey, floor soup. I love floor soup. Floor soup. And couch beer. Floor soup and couch beer are probably the two favorite graduate level meals. And again, I'm still trying to find out who this guy named Jimmy coming in the back door is. But the elasticity with respect to burning would be the percent change of burnination to the percent change in quantity of hamburger eaten.
Get moving.
Listen, Rusty, I'm trying to explain the... You know what? You're a drunk. I don't even need to explain myself to you. But go and be useful. Bukowski was the one to... Yes! Good find, T. Clark.
Maybe. No.
Alright. So I'm slowly coming to the conclusion that this domicile is better kept and tidier than mine. Alright, so it looks like a poker game. I am forced to conclude that there were dogs playing poker here. Come on, there's text on there. I know you can read that. Cole, you're killing me, Cole. Come on, man. Oh, so close. Come on.
Size
There we go.
above average for a lady.
He'll jimmy the back door with those 3 fingers of rye. Very important to the case. No, come on, we can play frisbee with that. Just go, wee. Oh, come on. You can do it faster than that, Cole. I believe in you. Nope, no wrist action. Fair enough. You know what they say about big feet? We have evidence that the victim had greater assets than, is it McCall was the gentleman whose sex we doubted? Alright. I believe this may be Jimmy's window.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
30 whole dollars. Big feet can't wear sandals? If you sober up, you can find me at apartment 2, 1050 Huntley Drive. Telephone MI 2221.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on. When my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Oh,
Burglary. Get technical
1940s.
services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Oxidol. It's been at every crime scene. We've been there before, along with the beer bottles.
Homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for suspected 459 and 142
The
North Union.
beer bottles are leading indicators of crime in LA. So if we follow the beer bottles... Milady? What do you... Come on, I'm a nice guy. I just want to talk. Milady?
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but
I know everything about her.
drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
You've been sitting in the car before, ma'am. Alright, now that you're sitting down...
Just give me some time to myself, please.
Take all the time you need, ma'am. I'll be right here. I agree, Endors. Easily the most suspicious person we've run into so far. She seemed to know an awful lot.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
I'm not done with you yet.
That's the cop from the newspapers.
I am the cop from the newspapers. Do you want an autograph? Hey, I can show you an autograph. Happy birthday to the ground. She was very driving to have been drunk. Just ask Three Fingers, a red light ran her. I love the cutscenes. Excuse me, ma'am. I just want to walk up to you for a few seconds before I warp 10 feet back to approach you again. That's happened a couple of times in this game. Nat says I can open doors with gold handles. What is this? This looks like false advertising. I almost teleported through the door, though, so that's kind of okay. Alright. Is he back up yet? I'm ready to go for round 2 if he isn't.
I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice.
Who? Is this the murder victim? Or not the suspect. Yeah, happy birthday to the ground. Oh,
Hey, there's such a
I
thing
missed.
as soap, you know.
What? Did you just... Into traffic, damn it. Okay, I guess I have to do that from behind. Yeah, you can keep gesturing. Alright. I am so gonna pound you into the pavement.
He's a waste in the police force. Good luck.
Ha! 3 for 1, I win.
Look, that's the latest thing.
I am done here.
Susie, you are so bad.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the Rod keeps the house looking like that, so you probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. Keep the hats off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open.
Whoa there!
Okay, I'll turn the siren on. Nope, too much of a slide. So I'm hoping the military-style drums means that we get to shoot some people in a second.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. Follow my lead.
Cole Phelps just invented a new game, people bowling. Just run into a group of people and see how many you can knock over. Nope, come on. Cole, you know I'm not making mistakes in terms of that aiming. Now, come on. Also, trigger discipline, my friend. Come on. Come on, you're better than this, Cole.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah.
Put 3 bullets in him.
Asking.
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Alright, first question. Sir, why is it called pigskin?
I get even the slightest hint that you're in flight with this, pal.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
This is deeply relevant. This is something that I cannot use to assemble my computer.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here?
It doesn't appear to be connected.
The alcoholism, idleness, illness. It's very relevant. I can give it to, it's Park, right? No, Rusty. Whatever. Anyways, my useless partner.
He'll be back in. Sit tight.
So I don't know about the cities you live in, but the fact that there's food waste in here, big no-no. We've got recycling, we've got food waste, and then we've got like just regular old garbage. I believe people call our mayor Mayor Moonbeam. Oh ho ho! I am doing all... There has to be a better way. Nope. Alright, well. We're just gonna do arts and crafts for a little bit, stream.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady.
Really, the oldest problem? What size is the shoes?
Size 11s.
Alright, so, size 8 at the murder scene. 11 minus 8 is 3. Code 3 is what we do when we want to shoot the crap out of enemies. And there's probably a dog in this picture somewhere that I'm not seeing alongside the chickens or cocks. And there's a hat. And I'm also stuck. Okay, I'm no longer stuck. So, code 3 is what we do when we shoot people. And so, I'm going to be able to shoot the suspect.
Junk.
It's not junk. Come on. Babe Ruth signed that. Somebody's been watching Loose Change.
I would never want to belong to any club.
Dinzen!
Someone like me for a minute.
I'm so glad. Clearly you have never seen an LA Noire stream before, otherwise you would know that this is easily the worst playthrough whatsoever of this game. But I'm very happy that you have enjoyed the clowniest playthrough of LA Noire on Twitch TV tonight, and I definitely appreciate the show's support. And more importantly, I actually really appreciate the fact that there is double digits of people still in here tonight. This is almost certainly due to the support from Jesse Quill, but we had respectable people inside here, we had respectable regulars inside here, and then we had some people who belong to the lower classes, such as myself, hanging out as well. So whether you are a member of the Riff Raff, whether you're a new person showing up, or whether or not you just really like LA Noire and have no idea what madness you've got yourself into, welcome, thank you. Please don't hit that unfollow button, because we were at 555 followers, and the only way that we're going to be able to get that magic... Listen, I am talking to my audience. You zip it. We really need to recapture that magic, and the only way that I can do that is to have 5,555. So, above all, that little green heart, do not push that little green heart unless you're not presently following. At which point, well, I mean, do what you want. I wouldn't follow me personally, but thank you for those of you who are. Oh wait, Hacker of Drought, thank you very much for stopping by. How are you doing tonight? And evening. And T. Clark says, maybe these are size 11. The crime scene was size 8. 11 minus 8 is 3. There's a dog in the picture, so the murderer is a 3-legged dog. But it was Cox in the picture. And we know who doesn't have a cock. Alright, Jacob Henry. Brown. 45. And M. Hughes Aircraft Company. Do you know Mr. Hughes? Have you actually been on the Loose Moose?
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
I would just say truth because the woman was a floozy and the guy was a sap.
You know that she drinks, Jacob. Drunks have regular haunts, places they feel relaxed.
Celine did most of her drinking at home. She didn't have many friends left. Not many alcoholics do. Not real friends, anyway.
Well, I boned that one.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Well, I trusted him before. All right. Last night, went to see her, we talked, things got a little out of hand, I left. So... yeah, we'll go doubt because...
And how are we meant to believe that, Jacob? It isn't looking good for you.
Hey, Stony. Woke up at a good moment.
That nosy bitch from next door, Janie Horgan. She'll tell you I left. And what time.
Ah!
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Okay, let's try intuition, because I'm just sucking at this one. Okay, well, I wasn't going to do truth on that one, so... Never gave up on the wife. Death threat, nope. No, not now! Damn it!
You beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a
Yeah, I was
frying
gonna
pan.
say lie, Burn.
Had to slap her down.
Understandable.
I wish I could go
So
back.
you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
You called the bar to give yourself an alibi. Then you went after her, beat her, and dumped her in a park. I think you are a sack of shit, Jacob.
You're not gonna pin Celine's death on me. I'll take a lie detector test to prove it.
McCall says he called and called and you didn't pick up.
I tried to get her help and she laughed in my face. Well, then, of course, she needs me. I'd had enough. Everyone has their limit.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
Well, at least we got
We can
one.
get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh god, I don't even remember how to do combat anymore. Okay, I'm about to get my ass kicked. I had to do this last time too. Alright, so how do I put up my dukes? Right click, which I thought I was doing, and left click to punch. Right click does not seem to be working.
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man.
Damn it, Cole.
Doesn't look.
Attaboy, Cole. Now get your hat. Don't even worry about blocking. Just pound the guy.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Easy fight, easy life. Ah, I can see why Rusty wanted to stay inside the house.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would...
Yeah, come on, hurry up.
Kill my own wife?
Let's beat the crap out of the
She was a
guy.
lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
I think there's even a block key at some point, but no need. We didn't even lose our hat this time.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Sir, can I use your phone?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
LA Noir brought to you by Kellogg's Cornflakes.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
The coroner is upset that I'm not giving him another body.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
I get to interrogate somebody, and I possibly get to talk to Captain Donnelly, which is fantastic. Damn it! Cole! Too slow. So this is an interesting question. Do we go to Mendez's apartment first or Central Place? Let's go to Mendez's apartment.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things.
KTI features the best live programming and transcribed shows. KTI 760.
Coroner's report was X-rated, yeah.
Exactly.
Hollywood stars use to preserve daintiness.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Pandora brand soap's got that creamy, active lather that's soothing and gentle on your skin. Why, Pandora is 7 ways better than old-style floating.
Bishnut has to be Cole. He's just a very talented man.
Isn't he a cop who won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Which one of you said that? I am going to assume...
Hey,
you!
there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Not quite the intended effect, so we just wind up. And away we go! Hat, loser! Alright, one hat down. Bam! Aww. I see I've met my match. Insurance fraud? Or not.
He's dull as dishwater, but I'm not with him for the conversation.
Wait. She implied prowess. I will leave her. But this guy is just asking for it. So.
Are you drunk, mister, or are you just cracked?
Alright. Looks like you just got saved by this asshole.
Crummy bastard.
Eh, not quite the intended effect.
That price is outrageous.
Okay, that's a little suspicious that you just left that briefcase there, sir. I'm hoping that you're not saying any kind of prayers in foreign languages. And instead, I'm going to assume that we need to go to apartment 61. Need to send the crime scene hairbrush and globe puzzle to the crime lab for analysis. No pun intended. And I'm beginning to think the killer was female. Miss Scarlet in the conservatory with the lead pipe. Is he only... I'm thinking...
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Thank you, game. I don't think I could have figured that one out myself. Is he only doodling in there when the camera isn't showing it? Is this like the whole pooping in video games thing? I thought there was... There has to be one in a video game.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
We know how this started in Battlefield Hardline,
Take a
though.
look around and see what you can find.
I found a hat. This key looks like the one that I found in the other apartment. Ah, it's not irrelevant. They're connected. Alright, yes, it's a very impressive collection. You need to be out of my way. No dogs in this photo. Wait a minute.
Like anything.
I need to see the brand name. Please stop Surgeon Simulator. Gold Dawn eggs. Perhaps we needed to break the omelets to make the Gold Dawn eggs. Or maybe it's a trade secret.
Circumstantial.
What are you talking about? Not everybody drinks tea? And Sunset Gold coffee? It's a little suspicious to have both out. When does Nathan Drake poop? I haven't played them Drake games, so...
Incidental.
Matchbooks are always important. I mean, one of our first cases had a matchbook in it, so... But this game just doesn't allow me to exercise my true creativity, so...
I don't think so.
That's the murder weapon. He pistol whipped the crap out of her. I'm pretty sure that these are a size 12. Nope. Oh man, look at that. That's a size infinity shoe. This guy's amazing.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
Size 8? You gotta be kidding me. Yes, this... Well, okay, actually this is mildly relevant.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
I think there might be one other piece of evidence. Nope, that's not the one I'm thinking of. This?
Consistent with
Probably not relevant.
And the blood can be typed.
I can say, based on the
That's murder
fingerprint
weapon.
work,
Better get
that
Pinker down
Cole
Why keep
is
it?
the
Why
murderer.
not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Shoot him.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
Where did he go? Is he some kind of wizard? I'm assuming I'm supposed to jump somewhere, but... Man, I really hope I get to replay this. Ladder? I have no idea where that ladder was.
We have the
I
murder
guess we'll find it
weapon.
next
Better
time.
get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Where is this
Mendez,
ladder?
stop right
Oh.
there.
Please let me shoot this guy.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Alonzo, can I ask your feelings about leg day, sir?
Get in and drive.
Rusty, you have been drinking all day, and I still think you're a more competent driver than me.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. I got an idea.
Where's the nitro on this thing?
Window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I'm trying, Rusty. You had your chance and you blew it.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Nah, shoot him in the head. Haha, I spun him out.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Nah, we're just gonna watch this thing burn.
Put your hands where I can see them.
That's great to hear. Sorry if I mispronounced your name.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
I'm obviously very new to it, utterly incompetent, but I am enjoying it. And for some reason, people have sufficient masochistic taste to watch me do this nonsense. So, thanks for stopping by.
As a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Four of 7, at least we're back to above 50%, guys. I sort of feel bad, though, we couldn't get quadruple figures for all 3 conduct. Oh, hang on, routine. So all those times we got meritorious, we were actually doing good. That's actually mildly terrifying. I am... Wow. Suspect is in the bag even if you did leave Jacob sweating on the central lockup. Well, I thought we were going to get some evidence. Alright, looks like we're in for another cutscene. Oh, jazz and liquor. This will probably end in murder.
The love you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
We will go, but first, I have been casting for over 2 hours, and I did sort of say to myself, especially with the extra casts that I've been doing lately, I actually want to be a bit more regular in taking breaks. I always appreciate this is usually a time when people sort of drop out on the cast. It won't be too long. I'll probably be only maybe, let's say, 3 minutes at the most just to get up, stretch. I encourage you guys to do the same. Take care of yourselves. It is obviously a bit of a sedentary activity, but I definitely appreciate that we all can stay here and park our tukuses where they need to be for a while. But with that in mind, I am going to take a minute to get up, stretch, and just otherwise take care of all of my needs. So I will leave you with some of this wonderful electro swing music, and I will be back as quickly as I can. I hope you guys are there when I get back. But for those of you who are going to call it a night, thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you the next time. So see you guys in a bit. Oh, sorry, Vishna. It won't be too long, though, so we'll see you in a bit.
Show me some skirt. Come on. That's right. Look out!
I'll admit, Bishna, actually, I was a little bit more focused on getting water. I am enjoying this coffee that I have been drinking, but I kind of need something a bit more. So I will admit, I'm actually feeling quite tired, but we'll try to get through. If I can, I'll get through this whole case. If I can't, I'll try and I'll try and at least have a substantial playthrough, but I'm definitely definitely a bit sleepy. And if you just bear with me a second here, I just want to make sure I've got... Neat. Okay. I just needed to follow up on a message that I got on Twitch. Alright. This is called The Golden Butterfly, I think. You can probably remember the cutscene better than I can, because I am incompetent.
Are you drunk, mister, or are you just cracked? I would never want to belong to any club.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I am glad that I've been able to sufficiently destroy the game that you enjoyed when it first came out. Actually, one of the reasons why I'm playing this game is we've built a streaming PC. This is actually the first like proper PC I've had for gaming that wasn't donated from somebody. So I can actually play high quality games, but more importantly I can actually finally do stuff like LA
Did
Noire.
a decent job on the Henry case, Phil. Not bad for your first time in bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Yeah, so this is a little bit new for me just because I have not been able to stream games like this, let alone, you know, had the time, or I wouldn't necessarily say I haven't had the inclination for it. Actually, I like just trying out a bunch of different styles of games and things like that, and having a chance to do our that siren's actually getting on my nerves. Being able to sort of play titles like this, something a little bit new, and especially ones that sort of seem to have a little bit of a dedicated fan base, is always a bit rewarding, because people kind of get to share what they found interesting about the game at the start and so on. I don't know, actually, Stoney. Maybe somebody in the channel might be able to answer that for you, though.
I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
You don't
matter?
believe there's a crazy sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life from the city dangerous.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
21 cases? I'm not playing all that.
Detective, I was first on scene.
What do you want, a medal? Oh man, I can't even push him. What's the point of having, like, cops if you can't push them around? Come on. Okay. Well, this is a crime scene, all right. Hey, money.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
All right. Damn my surgeon simulator hands. Is that a bullet? Okay, looks like I only get two options. Fair enough. pocket the money, Cole. Nobody's gonna care.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger. Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
I think there may be similarities.
Looks like she was tied up. It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Aha, very clever. No, please, I want to see the damage on the neck. You're killing me, game, I swear. Point up.
Signature mark is very distinctive. I'll do some comparisons
Me
back
high.
to the lab and get back to you.
Thank you for the addition. I will get back to you and disable.
R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Brae was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the
Amitza,
evidence?
thank you very much for the follow.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press? Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
No evidence of a waltz, which I think that's supposed to be. As usual, we'll just walk around. Aha! More evidence. Nope. The killer likes beer. Also, there has been at least one smoker in the area. So right, but you did see my bio that I'm econ student, so you had to hit follow for a fellow economist. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I am a crap econ student. Maybe slightly better than Rockstar Paris's Lanois, but not by much. Are you currently studying, or have you finished your econ studies and have actually gone on to be a productive member of society? All right. There may be other evidence, but
How bad is it? Come on, you can
You
tell.
all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
We go to Washington now with national news from American Century Broadcasting.
so long, sucker. I made a terrible mistake. Oh, wait, I can still make it. Yeah. Wrong way, though.
These people!
Senior, done after the semester, assuming that you pass all the classes that you have left. That's great to hear. Now, in my program, there's 2 streams. You can do a... you can do just a standard one where you do have like an empirical project that you do, but it's largely guided by the prof that runs it. And then if you're in the honors program, you actually get paired up with an instructor, and you get to do a proper, like a thesis, some original research under them. Do you have any such project that you need to do in your final year, or is it is that kind of the problem is I only have one experience of of an econ program, so I don't know if this is something... Oh, good, the glass is out of the way now. I'm not sure if this is something that, you know, a rite of passage, an ordeal that all econ students have to go through, or if my university is just particularly awful in its way of forcing me to be confronted with my errors in front of a room of PhDs. And I suppose, more importantly, what got you into econ? This car ride feels very lonely, but only because I haven't killed anybody on the way here. Maniacs. They're all driving in the oncoming lane. Well, that complicates things. Property for sale. Which one? The fishmonger? Railway diner? Cafe? Maybe if we wait here long enough, Rusty will catch up with us. Minor setback. Ah, but I'm going to the wrong place. You know what? This will still work. Mail delivery. Oh, you know what? Not even the house I care about. Clearly some other irresponsible detective. What's really sad is when you ditch Rusty, you can't actually tell the difference from when Rusty is with you. You know, the funny thing is that I remember Bukowski actually reprimanded me for leaving him once. Rusty has not done so yet. So let's see if I can play human bowling with... Ah! Okay, maybe I just need more of a running start. Ah! Okay, maybe not. Can we jimmy the window?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
She's lying.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Let me start by showing you a photo of the crime
Have a
scene.
look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
So you've got an honors program, but they aren't required, and most of that's done at grad school. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I think the intention behind the one at my university is to prepare people for grad school, which is what I'm currently in. But the preparation through actually doing the honors thesis apparently did not stop me from absolutely sucking this last term. So
Optimistic, Cole.
I am an optimist. Thank you for noticing. We should step back from that ledge. And can you coax Rusty into the street and get him hit by a car? I wish. And children are easy to talk at. Lock her up. Alright, this glass is clearly relevant.
This doesn't pretend to be a kid.
If nothing else, we throw it on the ground. There, I believe that is the exact same message on the fridge. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's a murder weapon here. Alright, definitely relevant.
I'm not sure this means much.
What are you talking about? It's a carrot. Carrots, if you eat them, improve your eyesight. Eyes are important to investigation, It's a secret message from the little girl who was preparing dinner that I need to be careful in my investigation. Also bonbons. That pie seems mighty relevant. Man, I didn't even notice the pie. This is how bad I am at this game. Alright, violin. I only stepped on it like twice. It's still fine. Play it like Sherlock Holmes and you will be as smart as Sherlock Holmes, Cole. Do it. 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 See, it's not saying it's irrelevant. There's gotta be evidence here somewhere. Well, I'm stumped. That is a very odd noise for a violin to make when it...
No good to me.
Do it. give us the girl and wipe away the debt. I should actually do... I really should do a Bioshock game on this stream. I really enjoyed Bioshock Infinite. I think... my only complaint about Bioshock... Yeah, I'm playing L.A. Noire and I'm talking about another game. That is the way we do things here. Size 8. Aha! Size infinity!
Size 8.
Again, I fail. I wonder what happens if I take the other boot. Size infinity again. I believe this may be worn by the same person. So, wait back there. Have you considered jimmying it? I will jimmy all the windows. What was I going to say? So yeah, the only complaint I have about Bioshock Infinite, especially after doing the DLC, is I think they seem like really interested in this world that they've made.
Wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
They seem, I mean, obviously really invest in the world that they've created for this game, but I feel they're like really trying to push hard on this lore.
No sign of a wedding ring.
And I'm not entirely sure it's interesting enough to kind of sustain the sort of effort that they're putting on it. Like, it's weird. I'm not entirely sure quite why they go so far into quantum mechanics. It's like this is a game that has flying cities. I think I can kind of accept that, you know, it doesn't need to be based in whatever cockamamie science they wanted to try and justify it with. But I mean, in the end, it's a pretty great ride, and I think I can maybe stand to just shut up about my opinions on it and just accept that it's a fun game in its own right. All right, guess what? Your mom's dead.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Hit lie.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Hey, Fatalis28, how's it going? Well, you seem to recover pretty quickly.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon.
Thank you so much for the host.
Hi. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Lies. Okay, we'll assume she's telling the truth because I always do terribly whenever I assume this.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Damn it!
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
The ring.
T-Cluck, I really tried. I would have if I had the
I
option.
never paid much attention to that stuff.
Okay, she's giving me the exact same facial expression from last time.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
I'm
Your
failing
mom
to
and dad
interrogate
are
little girl.
happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Okay. Do I have something in the notebook I can nail her with? No.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it.
I wish it was that easy to make up.
I know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What kid?
Hey, wife beater.
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
That
Found?
put you in your place.
What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
First, Hugo, if that is your real name.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Aha! Please tell me that's evidence.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
I just learned something very new about Rusty.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Didn't the daughter just say the opposite? It's probably not going to show me, okay. Went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up. But she didn't show. What did you do then? I was upset. Daddy came instead. And did he come get you? Of course, some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do. So you're hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father? I don't know. I called and called. Finally, he answered. He came straight away then. And by comparison, you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick your daughter. That's a lie.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around.
T. Clark, you committed the murder.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
So, I mean, this is a tricky one because that lines up, like, I don't think there's anything inside that statement that doesn't line up with what we said, but his reaction is so very sketchy. Let me just double check. Okay, so driving around way of relaxing. You phoned in a missing person report this morning. That's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was at a dance. She called to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up. I don't think I have any evidence to say... otherwise. And the big problem here would be if I have any indication about the missing person report being filed, but... yeah, they definitely are stony. I mean, that was really the whole thing that went behind this. I'm going to do doubt just because this is such a twitchy reaction.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
I want to use the alibi again, but I don't think that's right. I'm going to try... well, okay, let's use an intuition just to see if I can eliminate... yeah, so I'll doubt it.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Duh! Alright.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is
4 out
a
of 5
very
is okay.
bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
You should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Madam, are you the murderer?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Seems like a nice boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
Wait, which house do I need to be at?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make a case.
I wish I could parkour the crap out of this game. I'm trying, game. I'm... Got him. Yeah, I don't believe the studio is owned by Rockstar. Somebody told me that it went to, What a waste of a size infinite shoe.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
So somebody said that they turned into a film studio.
I don't know what's home and...
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family, grandparents, aunts or uncles?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Oh, please. Eat my dust, sucker! Ah.
Still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest ink.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray
Okay.
Street?
No.
Send someone down from
nothing to use
Juvenile
the
Hall to look after a young lady.
phone number.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL. She was a woman, wasn't she?
To the morgue.
Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bear.
This conversation is over.
Let me just catch up with chat for a second. So, Rusty again with stellar contribution. This one of No One Likes a Cheapskate. Working with Rockstar. Don't think they actually own them. Oh, sorry. Gotta catch up. Don't really know the story behind it. Not Dying Late. You guess they did the tech, but more lightish. Like no need for no so detailed faces. Not the whole thing, but the driving, moving around is pretty much identical. They used the tech for motion capture in general. The game used it to get more accurate facial expressions. Nothing else bothered to use it for that purpose. Yeah, and I mean, that makes sense. There's different... He's talking to himself, and I can't hear. Cole has lost his mind.
Cole, let's get moving.
Nobody likes you, Rusty. Especially your last couple of wives. Yeah, I mean, so there's definitely been good animations and motion captures from other studios. Whether or not it's licensed or whether or not they just have their own solutions, I'm not entirely sure. And yeah, I mean, so I think, what do they call it? The Rockstar Advanced Game. Yeah, I think it's like Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. And I'm never sure... Like, so that's powered Max Payne 3, that's powered Red Dead Redemption, that's powered GTA 4 and GTA 5. And I mean, each of those games have a different amount of detail. Like, they're, you know, each of them are kind of improvements in their own right. So I have to assume that there's different iterations on... We're waiting for me to finish my conversation with myself, Rusty. So, like, I'm assuming that there's probably been a few different variations on it, and they just don't advertise which one. And Total Body Motion Capture uses 32 high-def cameras, so it can capture without the silly suits. I'm glad people here knows what's going on. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really done a lot of research on this game or anything like that. I kind of rely on what people are saying, although I know a little bit about Rockstar's engines.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Man, would you like to know why I'm going to be hanging out around his high school? No! Yes! Suck it, Rusty.
Two projectors provide uninterrupted entertainment. And for the first night audience, the Chessie Theater presents Mark Ellender's newest hit, Swell Guy. You don't have to miss that picture you wanted to see, nor your favorite star.
Maniac.
Louis Armstrong.
LA Noir was 2011 and RDR was 2010.
Careful.
I'm not a console guy, so I don't actually know those dates, but they do sound right. And this was after. So one of you is lying, and unfortunately I don't have any intuition points left over. Why did I leave him behind? Because Rusty is Deadwood. He drinks too much, he doesn't contribute to the case, he's past his prime, and we can't have him, you know, messing up my jam. Alright, Siren's getting on my nerves again. Has to be a faster way down there. Maniac!
At least as I recall, and you will be so accustomed to me.
Alright, time to do some work. No one is lying, you both said the same thing. Oh, sorry, I read that completely wrong. For whatever reason, I switched, I switched the two dates around. Rusty! I'm so surprised to see you here. I'm sorry, guys, it's a little late for me, so I'm losing it.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
I don't know your science. That's what we pay you for. This is literally the only 3 types of rope that you can get in LA, huh?
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Oh, that's funny. So it is this other one. It's not giving me any... I mean, I could have sworn it's this top one. But when I click, it doesn't actually give me any more info, so...
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. If anything else comes up, you let us know.
Alright, to the high school. We'll just leave quietly so Rusty doesn't notice. And then once we're on our way, we... rush to the car! This is a stroll call. There we go! Eat my dust, Rusty! Okay, we gotta go by Rusty. Is there any way to answer that police radio?
Just don't know how to dance to bebop. He's good looking for a policeman.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Enders.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Mueller, has been found in the parking lot adjoining Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks for your help.
Rusty! What a surprise. Don't be alarmed. Just move. Ah, damn it, he got in.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, fellas. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimonii.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on the side. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. Famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one. Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man. Professional. Diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroner's.
How so?
No, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of...
We survived this.
Well, that's one way to get rid of Rusty. Oh, never mind.
Out of the car. Police.
Not in your life, Buster.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out.
What's so funny, T. Clark? Absolutely nothing happened in the last couple of moments. Maniac.
KTI reminds you a great job awaits you in the United States Army.
I don't want to talk over the dialogue, but I sort of feel like I haven't been contributing a whole lot except for that car crash.
$75 per month. Let's turn, shall we?
Maniacs.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Feeling weak. It could be a deficiency of iron. Iron you need for healthy blood and bones. That's why it's time to rise and shine. Yes, Rise and Shine yeast keeps your body physically fit. Your body requires iron daily. And what better way to...
Great to see you again, Jesse Quill.
Rise and Shine yeast in your breads and cakes. Rise and Shine yeast is a natural source of vitamins. Physician studies show 3 out of 4 women lack sufficient iron.
We've got another lady who had
Run down, weak, or easily upset.
the crap beaten out of her, so we are investigating. Hey, Shaggy Zed. I don't think I've seen you chat yet. I'm glad that Jesse brings out the best of us.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
This was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes,
That
sir, I
ass.
would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now! Hey, you!
Go, Phelps.
Draw the gun. Child Malster. That's a weird name. I would definitely prefer just to shoot this guy. And like, I know I always talk about how I like shooting suspects, but seriously, this guy needs to be shot. Maniac! Obstruction of justice. Do you know who I'm chasing? Yeah, Shaggy said, Jessie Quill definitely gives attention to the strangest places because she knows and has, both among followers and in terms of just people that she follows herself, many better streams, but she is extremely kind in giving this little dark corner of the internet far more attention than it deserves. And so I have actually, I was going to say, in terms of my case, I have a really wonderful set of followers that kind of keep me afloat whenever I have... oh, I am going to beat the crap out of you, sir. KO. But yeah, so she definitely gives me a lot more attention than I deserve. I'm very grateful for it because I have a really wonderful community, as does she, and it sort of helps feed into it.
Been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Eli, I want to confirm that that is in fact a banana in your pocket. Aha!
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
You're afraid that using your real name will backfire one day. Could I just, like, punch him again?
With the paperwork, Eli. I'm going to take out my gun, and I'm going to count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
That was quick. I have a very firm face, T. Clark. It hurts them when they punch me. All right, I believe this car may be green. Aha, this is the woman's car, and she kept her own murder weapon inside.
We better get Ray Pinker out here.
But yeah, so I got a little obviously sidetracked with the cutscenes and things like that. But one of the really wonderful. So I was talking with somebody about this today, where like there were a couple of things that we were talking about, but one was sort of network effects in terms of different products. So probably an example that maybe doesn't have the same associations made with a lot of the internet stuff that we do would be the idea of Visa and MasterCard. If you have a normal story for businesses or something like that, you'd say it's like, okay, well, these firms charge quite a bit of money to, you know, to use their product, right? Usually businesses, like, I don't really pay that much for the credit card other than, you know, if you miss a payment and pay interest or something like that.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic.
Oh, I thought it was Her Majesty.
Eli does for a living.
So, you know, you would say it's like, okay, well, theoretically, other payment solutions should be coming into this market, lowering the costs overall so that they, you know, they reach a competitive equilibrium. But the fact of the matter is that it kind of matters that you can match between a credit card provider and a business. Businesses want to make sure that they get paid promptly and reliably, and card owners want to be sure that they are able to actually use the card wherever they go. And I mean, this is independent of like the fact that it's really annoying to do like multiple credit card applications, so on and so forth. So as it is, Visa and MasterCard can actually make out like bandits just simply because they're the only games in town because they have such widespread adoption. It's one of these like weird cases of, you know, popular because it's popular. And so one of the really wonderful things that Twitch did, of course, and I mean, it's in their interest because they want to keep people inside the platform, would be the hosting feature. But what I think is really great is she goes out of her way. So it's not just a matter of like hosting people in the off hour or something like that. And it's certainly not just the fact that she's done it during her cast or something like that at the end, and has been very kind in the words that she says. And I think more importantly to me is actually bothered to stop by and watch my stuff every now and again, which is great because I'm always really happy to see that name inside of my chat. But I think one thing that's really nice that she does is she will take the time to tell people why she likes the stream. It is certainly, I mean, let's not kid ourselves, right? To have a very comely young woman say nice things about you is always a nice experience. But it's always really nice to have some of the people who I personally get along with inside of her own channel, or maybe people who I haven't had a chance to meet yet, to be able to, you know, to have kind of that nice bit of recommendation. I mean, again, I think very highly of Jessie, and so to have her give a recommendation like that carries quite a bit of weight for me. And so in that case, I'm always happy to see that. She's definitely been a source of quite a bit of growth for this channel. And the only catch is sometimes I'm not entirely sure I deliver in a way that I that matches that recommendation. And Jeff DeHeff, who I don't get to see on stream, unfortunately, but I do get to see as a co-mod of Jessie's, also delivers me a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage of the Jessie Quill stream. A guy who's absolutely great to hang out with. I've actually probably done most of the chatting with you inside of my own channel here, but I am always happy to see you inside the channel as well. I unfortunately don't get to credit you with your Twitch work beyond modding, but of course I also know that you are more of a behind-the-scenes figure from your, at least from your self-descriptions. Although I'll still always try and nudge you and hope to get you streaming at some point. The bloody shoe doesn't mean a thing. Maybe he stepped on the bloody outfit. Don't do much on Twitch, but what you do has impact. Yeah, it's I mean, I flail around like an idiot in it. I'm not good at this game, but every once in a while I say something that's kind of like half funny and people find it worthwhile. So there's probably evidence somewhere else in this parking lot, but I'm getting a little tired, so we'll see if we can put this case to bed before I call it a night. This is our replacement car, right? Sir Wedgie, how the hell are you, my friend? Oh, you know what? I like using phones. I definitely appreciate that, Sir Wedgie. You must be still modding for Clara right now if Appreciation Day is on, but we've had a lot of great mods in here. Sorry, I won't talk over the dialogue.
Interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you.
So I definitely need to shout out Wedgie. He actually has streamed in the past, does Final Fantasy very, very well. And but the most important thing is Wedgie is one of the finest mods that I've seen on Twitch. Now, obviously, there's actually quite a few good mods here right now. But one of the big things about Wedgie is that his contributions in Clara's channel really made me feel welcome and made sure that I was, you know, that I came back. And as it turned out,
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard. And that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't Muller. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not in immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
Really want to run that risk?
So, the great thing about Wedgie was, because he made me feel so welcome and because I came back to Clara's channel, I mean, I did meet her at EXP Bar in Vancouver, but you know, there's a difference. So you can always meet people, you can always sort of hear about their stream, and, you know, they're cool to talk to, so maybe, you know, they might see them, you know, you might check out their channel. Sweet. But the big thing here is that it's not guaranteed, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can watch on Twitch, and the really great thing about this is that Clara does a lot of outside work, either charity work, or she will be very active in organizations like Full Indie or organizing the Twitch Vancouver meetup. She's somebody who I suspect probably day to day just meets more people than me, and they know that she's a streamer and they will check out the stream. But the thing that's really great about Wedgie is that all of those efforts mean nothing if in the first couple of minutes somebody comes in and they don't feel welcome or something like that. And Wedgie has tirelessly and so consistently brought these people and made sure that they're converted not just to like an occasional viewer or something like that, but somebody who follows and somebody who actually feels really welcome there. And so Clara has done a really wonderful thing by building the kind of community that that she has. But I think a lot of credit is also due to Wedgie in terms of maintaining it and making sure that everybody feels welcome, even the new ones. Because it's so easy. I know I do this all the time. Like when I see a familiar face, when Jeff DeHeff comes in, I want to make sure I say hi to him as quickly as possible. Because, you know, we get to talk, you know, somewhat infrequently, but still, you know, like it's always great to see him inside the chat. But Wedgie makes sure that everybody's taken care of, and I think it's something that is very easy to overlook in some cases because you always focus on the broadcaster, but he really is somebody who makes the community. In addition to people who make the community, we have a very recent addition to Team Panda, Kitch22, who just started hosting the channel, but for whatever reason has not didn't get the credit for it. So sorry guys, I'm just going to take a second here and make sure that my alerts are working.
I would never
Got
want to belong.
follow. Okay, just pretend Kitch22 says that. Sorry, Kitch22 is where System Jock says. So thank you very much for that, host. Kitch22, he's a member of Team Panda, which is Clara's stream team. If you want, you can follow the link up. Nightbot, please. Let's try that again. All right. So unfortunately, Kitch22 doesn't seem to be getting the shout out that he deserves. New member of Team Panda. Again, it's one where if I want to find something new on Twitch, I will. I'll usually go there. So if you're ever interested, there's a link inside the chat now as well. You can definitely feel free to check it out. And again, I will never be able to guarantee that everybody will like everything that is in the team. It's diverse. It's kind of unifying theme is more so of personality rather than the content of the streams. I'm actually, I think, one of the only sort of strategy gamers on the team. But with that in mind, I usually try to at least ground why I watch particular streamers inside them. And again, if you're ever looking for something new, it's always great to have a team that's organized more around sort of a personality rather than, let's say, a number of views or something like that, because it gives you a little bit of a consistency. You know, you'll sometimes see the same people inside there. A really good example of this would actually be CPO Williams, somebody who's a great friend of this stream, will start streaming soon himself. And in the end, he's become more involved in a lot of the Team Panda streams. So, you know, if you, let's say, get along very well with, you know, with some of the people inside of my chat, to be able to see somebody like CPO Williams and a lot of other Team Panda chats just makes it all the more worthwhile. In my opinion, at least. Alright. So I don't get to find out who is in which, who's in which interview room. Is it not possible to follow a network at all on Twitch? So far as I can tell, no. Oh yeah, I completely missed the network effects thing that I was going to say. So the big thing here with Jesse Quill is that to be able to have this group of people who we have a little bit more common cause with means a lot more. A recommendation from Jesse Quill
What are we waiting
carries so much more weight. Well, I guess I kind of said some of this stuff, but it carries that much more weight than, let's say, somebody who maybe doesn't necessarily stream. Although I'm very grateful for those as well, because of course that still is something that people will see and be able to identify the stream through. But she really does put in the effort to promote this stream, and again, it kind of puts a bit of a fire under me to really try and merit that attention, because I never want to take it for granted. Anyways,
Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Boys.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, folks, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in the wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
all right, have a great one, Sir Wedgie. Thank you so much for stopping by. This man definitely looks like a pervert. Also, may possibly be with AC/DC.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
That's great to hear, Runebroder. I hope you really enjoyed the Jesse Quill stream. I know I do, but I don't think you really needed me to to tell you that. All right, so there's something that the janitor was telling us about the pedo, but yeah, he's got a trustworthy face.
What kind of job, Eli?
Working fishing boats, odd jobs around the boatyards. Pretty good with my hands.
Damn it!
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid, tie, hitch, and braid. It stays tight.
Oh, so it was the podcast that you got. This is the one that you had with Rotato, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the other gentleman. Oops.
You killed Mrs. Mueller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Let's do doubt, just because I think it pushes him a bit.
And nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there.
Diesel Live on
with his
Twitch, thank you.
coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight, and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? My money, Hugo Mueller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Feels if this guy should be in jail for a long time regardless of whether or not he murdered. So yeah, of course. Seen the pics from Jay? I haven't. Oh, sorry, there were 4 people. Footy games as well. Just the New Year's Eve thing you did with Potato All was awesome. Now do it again. I mean, the only complaint that I had is, like, because they're streamers I'm unfamiliar with, is as cool as the format was, I'm always kind of like, it's like, well, I'm here for one reason. I gotta, you know, I gotta watch more JQ streams. So.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Everybody loves the lie detector.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
I don't know, we can push him.
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you throw.
Push too hard. I think that was one I should have done truth for.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
That is definitely much more nervous. I think this is one we can actually use the lie for. I'll try intuition, actually. I was not going to go for truth. We'll try lie. I think it'll probably punish me, though.
Rope, which we found in the trunk of her car. I think you bought that rope specifically to strangle her.
You can think whatever you want. But that rope has nothing to do with me.
Okay, so this isn't going to work because this doesn't actually add anything new.
My wife is the victim here. But so am I. What am I going to do without her? And you. You heartless bastard.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Okay, let's just try doubt at this point.
You're gonna die for this, Mueller. Better give me something if I'm gonna believe your story.
My conscience is clear. You can't back
I
me into
suck! Alright.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
This has to be something that's a lie. Or, well, not a lie, but... I'm going for lie. I don't care at this point.
Hugo, your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM, found in the trunk of your wife's car.
Just shoot him and sprinkle some crack. That's a good plan.
Mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be
It's
in
from
the
the New
incinerator
Yorker.
too?
Hey, we got one. Charge him.
Mueller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. The next case will come and will revive my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
I did no good. So what I am curious about, though, is whether or not that's something that happens regardless of the case, or if this is just because I did it poorly. Unbecoming, yeah. So that is definitely my. That's definitely my my bad. While Hugo Mueller stares down a murder charge, Michelle Mueller contemplates life as an orphan. Yeah, my quality on the last two cases has not been very good.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank. I'm in charge here, Medier! Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キスマ何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Cole needs to stop detective work. He just needs to go back to the military.
Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. You can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is over.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
I like this fellow. Alright friends, it is late. And I'm feeling very sleepy. So I think, as much as I hate to say this, it is time to call it a night. We are actually at 3.5 hours, so a little bit shy of regular cast time, but not as bad as I would have thought. So, well done, Endors. I'll put up some of the swing music just while I take a look to find somebody to host. We've got a shocking number of people here for a cast which is sort of on my off day and one where I'm feeling quite tired, so I didn't, I maybe didn't do exactly what I would have thought, but I don't know, it's fun. I like it. I like that you guys, I think one of the things that keeps me coming back to LA Noire is actually that you guys seem to respond very well to it. And of course, when you guys get enthusiastic about things, it's easier for me to feel good about them. So we are going to try and see this to the end. I do know what the next game, or rather the next series, is going to be for the stream, but I do want to make sure that I finish this beforehand. So the last thing that we're going to do tonight, I would greatly appreciate if you hang out with me for just a little bit more, so I can send you off to somebody good. Always a pleasure, Fatalis. Thank you for hanging out. I don't know, I can get some opinions from you. I've got somebody, so I've got Clara, obviously. We have got Star Citizen Bro, and we've also got Heroes of the Storm. So if you guys want to try something new, I'm happy to give you this Heroes of the Storm stream. If you don't, I know where I'll send you off, but does anybody have any preferences? The pleasure is all mine, Jesse Quill and Jeff. It's always great to see both of you in here. It's a special treat to see you both here at the same time. I gotta go. Alright. One vote for Clara, lots of vote for Don't Care. One vocalized, the other more implicit. So let's go for Clara. I will put the raid message in chat. Hope to see you guys there. And we'll be back next time for more LA Noire. Alright, if you can do me a favor and drop that message inside of her chat, click that link to get inside the chat, and I will hit the host as well. So thank you very much, guys. It's a pleasure to stream for you as always, and I will see you over in Clara's chat, my great host and patron in the Team Panda team. Have a great night, guys.